Hi, I'm Kristen with an E, and this is Talk with Kristen with an E, a place to slow down, be honest without having all the answers, and feel a little less alone together. Let's talk it out. Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so excited today. Emily and I are in the studio recording. So first of all, hi Emily, welcome back.
Hi, Kristen.
Oh my gosh, we have been talking about this for what, like 6 months?
For a long
Probably
time.
since the last time you were here. We've got to get you on the podcast.
Life.
So here we are. I'm excited because I think what we wanted to talk about today, since it's New Year, maybe new us, new whatever.
Yes.
Actually, let's back up a minute. So it's a new year, but you've mentioned that you're not really into New Year's resolutions. Is this true?
Correct.
Okay.
I just feel like people throw them out there and it's not like a tangible thing that you can actually like achieve in a year, or it's just the fad thing to do. And so I've just never been into things like that.
Well, and my thing too is they always feel very trite. It's like, oh, new year, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to save more money. I'm going to spend less. And it's like, those are just things people just throw out. And it's not, like you said, it's not achievable usually.
It's like surface level things. And then, oh, when I don't get it, it's okay because
right.
Just do it again next year.
Right. It's the literal same things all over again. Well, that's why instead of resolutions, I focus on goals, like things that I want to achieve during that year. Little did you know, a few years ago, one of my goals was to perform in a dance recital. Thanks to you, I did. And then last year it was dance a duet with my son, which again, thanks to you, I did. So actually, Emily, you helped me achieve my yearly goals.
Well, that's awesome.
But I think you said you're doing something similar this year because you're doing a year bingo.
Yes. So I'm doing a 2026 bingo, and I just jotted some things down that are realistic that could happen to me this year or to my siblings or to my friends, things that we could do together. Recording a podcast is on.
We'll check off that box on the bingo board.
To color that one in tomorrow.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like, did you actually put it out in a bingo board? Okay.
I did.
You're coloring them in.
Yep. I, with a ruler and everything, drew little boxes and filled each box in.
Oh, wow.
And then it says 2026 bingo at the top.
I love that.
The full bingo board.
Now, and you've got, prizes along the way if you win. Are you going to win bingo? Are you doing this with anybody else?
I am not doing it with anybody else.
Okay.
It's more of just a feel good about yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
For prize-wise, I did punch cards.
Oh.
So I have read 10 books and I can buy a Kindle. So that's my little bribe.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited about that.
So
if you need any books,
yes,
I can offer some to you.
You have a whole library.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. So what else are you doing for the year?
I have decided that I like the idea of doing ins and outs.
Okay. Explain this concept to our listeners.
I had heard other influencers, obviously, talk about things that they're getting rid of this year and things that they're bringing in this year. Mine are more mindsets, like I want to be at home and cook at home. And so even if that is just preparing a meal from a box, it's still cooked in the home. Yeah, we're not going out to eat this year. We can socially go out to eat, but we're not going out to eat just to do it.
Right, because it's so easy to get into that. Oh, I'm coming home from work. It's so late.
I just want to pick something up. I don't want to make anything. Yeah. So I have a couple more. I just want to run through them.
Tell us what your ins and outs are.
So my ins and outs of 2026 are we're buying what we need.
Okay.
So we need to do away with the overconsumption. We need to use the products that we have in our home first before we buy new. And then thrift what you can. So that, I'm already a big thrifter.
Yes. I was going to say, can we make that thrift what you want? Buy what you need and thrift what you want? Because I can get behind that one.
Yes. I actually started a thrift wish list in my phone.
Oh, fun.
So it's just things I want to try to find at a thrift store. And so hopefully I get to check those off. But a couple other ins are weekend trips. Life is going to move on. So you might as well just do the little things that keep you happy. And if you're cooking at home and saving money where you can, then you can take more weekend trips and more experiences. And then a big one is supporting others. Or I really want to build other people up this year. That's a big one.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Now, before we go to your outs, can we talk about your ins?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to go back to your thrifting one about your little thrift wish list. Is that what you called it, right? So I love that idea. Like anytime I go into an antique store or a thrift store, I think in my head, like what I want to see there, like what I want to find. And I feel like because I'm a weirdo that like part of it is manifesting. If I'm like, okay, I really want to find, for a while I was looking for brown boots. I'm like, I really want to get some brown boots. Okay, let's go in. And then I'd still go through my usual little through the aisles of Goodwill. And then I get to shoes and be like, are there brown boots? And there usually weren't any brown boots. But stuff like that, or if I go to an antique store, I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this specific whatever. Because otherwise I feel like I get lost. Because I will go through antique stores and I will look at everything and scan each booth. But it's scanning looking for something specific. So I love that you have a list like that. That's super fun.
I think about it as like putting it out in the universe.
Yes.
Like,
and there it'll be. So what are your outs then?
My outs, they are drinks at home. So we're not doing like alcoholic beverages inside your home. You can drink socially, but we need to have a reason to do that, which I'm not a big drinker anyway. So that's a easy one for me. But I know a lot of people struggle with that. And luckily, like I said, I don't have that issue. You can get in that habit of, well, I had a stressful day at work, so I'm just going to like take the edge off. Not in our home. You're going to find a different way to deal with it.
I love that. Do you remember maybe a few years ago, there was this thing, like they were talking about how like there was this big thing where women were all about like coffee in the morning, wine at night. And it was like becoming like very socially acceptable. Like that's just what you did. Like women could be out walking and they'd have a cup and you don't know if it's wine or water. Like I had friends that would go on wine walks. Like it was just standard. And it came out that like that's kind of not healthy for you. Like you shouldn't be doing that. Not only is it not great for you, but like your mental health too. If that's how you're coping with things, then you're not learning good coping skills. It's just the cover up, and it's more important to learn how to deal with stuff. But it is so easy to get stuck in that. But it's not a good thing to do.
Yes.
Alcohol out of the house.
Not in the home.
Until your husband is like, I'm going to be home late because I'm at the bar because you won't let me drink at home.
That's what I'm hoping that we can make a pact together.
Okay.
Not drinking because we're stressed.
Right.
But so drinks at home, that's an out for 2026.
Okay. I like it.
Next one is worrying about what other people's opinion or perception of you is.
I don't know that I'm ready to talk about that one. Let's keep going.
Absolutely. Working out to lose weight.
Yes.
We are working out because it makes us feel better and a good coping mechanism.
Yes.
The only reason I'm going to the gym or the only reason I'm eating healthy is so that I can get skinnier. That does so much more harm than good.
Yep.
So working out to lose weight, that's an out.
So I love that one because I don't know that I considered this one an out because I saw it more on the inside, which I know we didn't get to my list yet, but one of my ins is accepting the body I have and dressing for the body that I'm currently in.
Absolutely.
And it's the same kind of thing because I've talked about on the podcast too, I've struggled with my weight as an adult and I go back and forth with that. I need to work out and be skinny to the body positivity. I love my body and all that it is. And I'm at the point now where it's like, this is what I have. So I've bought clothes that fit the body I have now. I wear outfits that make me feel confident. And this is what I have. I don't want to feel like I'm punishing who I am and what I am in this day. So it's the same thing. I have a workout plan that I did not start in January because I'm like, the gyms are going to be so full because everybody else with their New Year's resolutions. So I gave myself grace on January. And then in February, I'm going to go. And it is a light one just to kind of build up more my strength and my stamina so that like I can walk up flights of stairs or have really good sexual relations without getting tired right away. So those are my goals. So I love that. And if you've seen Legally Blonde, you've seen Legally Blonde, right? So working out gives you like happy endorphins, and then happy people don't just kill their husbands. So it wins for everyone, really.
You're mentally happier. You're going to start feeling physically better without that dread of, well, I'm not seeing any movement.
Yes.
So that is something that just in the last couple of months I've really been struggling with. And so I bought some new jeans.
Mhm.
I bought some larger shirts. And I'm dressing the body that I'm in. I have to accept that I'm a woman now.
Yes.
And I'm a teenage girl.
Yes. Welcome to the land of curves.
It's been fun.
So fun.
We'll figure it out.
We will.
So that's an out. Working
Okay.
out to lose weight just to make ourselves feel better.
Yep.
Switching the narrative there. And the last one I have is yucking someone's yum.
Tell me more.
So I don't try to judge people. My face,
It just comes naturally.
my face lets people know that I might not agree with them. So really working on that. Just because it's not something that I like doesn't mean that we still can't do it together. Because that's also how we build relationships. So just because I don't want to do it doesn't mean that it's not a fun activity for somebody else.
Right. I love that. And I would almost take it a step farther than not yucking on someone else's yum is even saying something like, even if it's not a shared activity, if somebody says something and they're really excited about it, be excited for them too, which I think goes back to your in of supporting others.
Yeah.
Like if you're really excited about running a marathon and I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds miserable.
I would never
Well,
do that,
it's
but
an example because you and I have a lot of shared hobbies. So I've got to think of something that you would be excited about that I really wouldn't be. I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, Emily, that's dumb. Like you really think you can do that? Like that's really far. And in my head, I'd be like, not for me, but yay for you. I think that's fantastic.
Well, that was my ins and outs of 2026.
I love it. So it's funny that you brought up ins and outs today because I had seen something on the Book of Faces and it was a strawberry shortcake and it's like little orange blossom. And they'd made a 2026 ins and outs. So at first I'm going to share these because I want to see how close yours are to what strawberry shortcake says for her in and out. So in, celebrate little wins. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Digital detox. Oh, I watched a YouTube video that said like digital detox, don't actually do anything because you're not actually, okay, I'm going to get this wrong, so don't quote me on it. But the video I was watching said that like when you actually detox something, it's to get it out of your body. Like if you were on drugs and you went to rehab to detox, it would be to get it all out of you. But like digital stuff is not something in you. Like there's no actual physical ailment. It's all more like the mental, emotional part. So you can't actually, like it's not a literal detox. I don't know, but you can do it. More self-care. Reading before bed. I have been doing that one almost every night so far this year. Nature walks. That's a good one. And daily affirmations. Do you do affirmations at all?
I do not. I know a lot of people who do. It's just never been something I've gotten into.
I have little mantras, which I'll talk about in my ins, but I don't have those. Okay, so outs. I think these are good ones. Negative self-talk. It's an out. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to talk negatively to ourselves. Overthinking. This is not my list, too, for the record, people. Like, I will still continue to overthink.
Same.
Cluttered.
I like that one.
Holding grudges. Forgetting gratitude. And trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
Samesies. So I think mine, I have some overlap with yours in some of those, too. I know for one of my... I'm going to give them where it's kind of like I've got the yin and the yang. Like they're kind of opposite each other. So for in, it's going to be the more positive self-talk. Like I realize that my confidence is still not where it should be, I guess. Like I feel like I kind of exude confidence sometimes when I'm still super insecure on the inside. And it's because of the negative self-talk. So my out is negative self-talk and my in is being more positive and confident with myself. My next one is out, my outside, out with the meaningless doom scrolling, which I mentioned this a couple times. And what is in is more deliberate time on my phone. So what I mean by that is like the doom scrolling, I think we all know what it is. I think we've all got stuck in it sometime. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, 2-3 hours have passed. Scrolling. So I'm getting away from that because it's not good for anybody really. And what I'm doing is being more deliberate with my screen time. And what I mean by that is I'm kind of keeping an eye on myself. Like I've been very strategic of I will open Facebook or Instagram and like check my notifications. And then on the Facebook app, I'll click on the friends thing where you can see just what your friends have posted and a couple swipes. And I'm like, okay, we're good. And I close it back down. And then I go to Instagram, check my notifications, and then do a couple scrolls or go through a few of like my close friends' stories. Okay, we're done. And I'll do that sometimes in the morning and evening. And so just be more like deliberate about my time on my phone. And it's been so good this week. You know how you can scroll over and you can see your screen time, how much time you've spent. Facebook isn't even one of my top ones that shows up anymore, because when I am on my phone, I'm in Google and I'm researching something, or like I've been working on planning a trip for my book club this year. So I've been in Vrbo or Airbnb and looking at places. So it's like I'm researching when I'm on my phone instead of just scrolling. So being more deliberate about my screen time.
I like what you said about clicking on your friends when you go to Facebook, because notice so many ads and groups you might like to be in, and you just miss out on the like seeing the people. And that's what Facebook was supposed to be all about. Was like seeing your people. So I like that mental, hey, I'm just going to look at my friends, not everybody else.
And I feel bad because I feel like I'm missing out on some people's lives, and it's, I don't feel as bad about it. And I told a couple people, like I told my one friend, I was like, hey, I want to let you know, I'm not being on Facebook as much. So if I don't see something or I don't like something, it's not because there's anything going on. Because I also have friends that are overthinkers and sensitive people. Yes. And I'm like, it's just because this is something I'm doing for me. Like I'm not going to be on all the time. So I may have missed a few things here and there, but I really haven't noticed. And I'm probably going to do a whole episode, like a deep dive on this sometime, but that's what's in and out for now. My statement for the year is peace over chaos. So in is peace, out is chaos. And what I mean by that is at work, especially towards the end of last year, everything was just spiraling. Like everything was an emergency. Like we need this and we need this right now. Oh, wait, you need to do this. Oh, and we need this too. And so. And like, people will just send things out without even thinking about it. And then just like, oh my gosh, okay, let me do this. It's ridiculous. And nothing at our job is that important. So this year I am focusing on peace over chaos. And if something comes in, I look at it and I figure out what actually needs to be done. What's it for? What's the intent? Where does it stack in the rest of my priorities? Can I do it? Do I need to give it to somebody else? And just, again, be more thoughtful about how I'm doing things. And I think my friends at work are getting sick of it because I'm to the point with affirmations, and I said I have mantras instead. I have said peace over. I don't know how many times I say it in a day because I am really trying to lead by example and to get other people on board too, because there's just so much unnecessary stresses we have in our life, and not even just in work, even like personal life or things you get going on. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and be like, is this really this important? Can I choose peace in this moment instead of spiraling into things?
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, so those are mine. But I do think there's a lot of, if we can go back to the one that I said I didn't want to talk about on your list, if we can talk about it briefly. How did you word it about not worrying about people's thoughts or perceptions about you?
I said worrying about other people's opinions or perceptions of you.
The way you phrase it is very interesting because their opinions and their perceptions are all on them. That has nothing to do with you.
Yep.
How are you going to do this? Because I need some help in this area too. Or we can talk about things we're doing. How's this going?
I am still working on this because I am a people pleaser. Or you say recovering.
I am. I'm working on it. Yes.
I'm working on it too. So we're recovering people pleasers in this group. I have to just remind myself, and a lot of times it's work related, that I have my job for a reason. I've been doing it for a long time. And what they think I should be doing might be what they think and might not be what works. And because I am in the position that I'm in, I know it's going to work. So I need to just let them think one thing and then let it play out.
I agree with that. And do you find sometimes though, because I know for me, when I worry about what other people are thinking about me, it's not actually what they're thinking about me. It's what I think they are thinking about me. And as I have been diving into this, because this is something I am also working on, you know, the statement that like people don't think about you. Like you think about you more than anybody else thinks about you. And what you think they're thinking about you is you projecting your insecurities that like, oh my gosh, they must be thinking about this thing because this is something I'm insecure about. Do you find that that's one of your things too?
Yes, I think I am worried about what they're thinking about. And like you said, 90% of the time, they're probably not thinking about me. So the perception part of that is my projection of I am insecure and I am worried, but they might not be at all.
Right. It's like if you have a zit or something on your face and you're like, oh my gosh, everybody's looking at it, everybody sees it. They probably don't even notice it because they're busy worrying about their own face or what they've got going on. But it's still hard. So we'll work on those together. Yes. All right. Well, I feel like this is a pretty good starter episode for people to think about, like, what are you in about on 2026 and what are you out about on 2026? So any other final closing thoughts that you'd like to share with the listeners of how maybe they can decide what's most important for them to keep in or what they should push out?
Think about your day-to-day and things that either can boost your day-to-day or that you drag about. So things that are pulling you down, those got to be your outs.
I love that. And I love how you went like very like micro level, like let's do this day to day. Because when I was thinking about, I'm thinking macro level, like think about who you want to be at the end of the year and what do you need to be in and out with along the year to get you there at the end.
Have a great year.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Emily. This was fantastic. And I cannot wait for us to talk more about all this stuff and more.
Yes. Thanks, Kristen.
Thanks for spending this time with me. I hope this conversation made you feel a little less alone. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk with you soon.